Yo, what is going on, everyone in the crypto space? I hope you're having a great day today. So in this video, not going to cover anything I went on stream. The only really important thing that was on stream was that a bank in Kuwait, don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but a bank over there that's worth $55 billion in assets did just join the Ripple network, which is great. But we have some even better. It's sort of news and speculation at the same time, but the information really fuels the speculation and makes it seem more viable. So, as you see by the title, I really do think central banks are testing XRP. Now, first of all, when I do speculation like this, I take it from facts and information and then put it into speculation, so it's not just a baseless guess on what's happening. But I'm gonna provide you with some facts to back up the fact that I think central banks are actively testing Ripple. Not just testing Ripple, because we know that's happening, but I think they're actually testing XRP. So, first of all, if you guys didn't know, I wanted to remind you guys that a Ripple employee did confirm at a conference that Ripple is actively working with 40 to 50 central banks. That's about 20% of the central banks in the world. So Ripple, yeah, they are working with 40 to 50 central banks, and central banks are huge. They have tons of monetary authority over the rest of the banks residing in that country, and they have a lot of influence. So if a central bank gives the thumbs up to Ripple, starts using it, what do you think the rest of the banks in the countries are going to do? They're going to use Ripple and XRP. Now I'm going to get to my second point. So the IMF Deputy Managing Director stated that some useful technology is being developed to improve market efficiency, slashing services from days to minutes. What does that sound like? Ripple. These include BitPesa, BitOasis, Western Union, and MoneyGram. I am positive that BitOasis is working with Ripple, and I know for a fact that Western Union and MoneyGram are both testing the technology. And what's fascinating is that Western Union and MoneyGram are both testing xRapid, and the IMF Deputy Managing Director is acknowledging that they are not directly acknowledging it, but he's mentioning companies that are actually using xRapid and trialing it with XRP, because the Ripple technology is a game changer, but you put the Ripple technology with XRP, dude, you're slashing savings by 60 to 70%. And the final statement, listen to this. So the same guy, IMF Deputy Managing Director, states, in fact, a group of central banks, perhaps the 40 to 50 central banks, is actively experimenting with the use of digital currencies and distributed ledger technology with the aim of making cross-border payments more efficient. Now, what currency is in its prime state and was built for cross-border payments? XRP. And he's stating that they're testing digital currencies. See, now you might be getting scared saying, oh, they're testing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, top cryptocurrencies, they don't compare with Ripple's rates. They don't compare with the transaction time. They don't compare with the fee on the network. They don't compare with the amount of products they provide. Because get this, let's say some central banks, they want to use, for whatever reason, which doesn't make sense, but let's say they want to use Litecoin for cross-border transactions. They're going to have to go out themselves and find a market maker or a liquidity provider so they don't have to take on the risk for the volatility. Ripple, through xRapid, provides liquidity providers on demand for banks. It's the perfect scenario. So let me phrase this again. In fact, a group of central banks is actively experimenting with the use of digital currencies and distributed ledger technology with the aim of making cross-border payments more efficient. Guys, he's not saying Ripple, but what he's saying is essentially Ripple. This is everything Ripple's doing. Every other cryptocurrency is not meant for cross-border payments. They're not working with banks. They don't provide liquidity providers for customers. They're simply not built for it. And the transaction times are slower and vary and are subject to 51% attacks and are just vulnerable networks, not very secure, take long, high fees. I know he's not saying Ripple, but it's music to my ears, and he's basically saying Ripple. Because no other cross-border payment technology is even out there in the crypto space. Ripple is the only one actively working with banks that has a viable product and a viable system to function off cross-border payments. And just to confirm it, Ripple is working with 40 to 50 central banks. So the IMF Deputy Managing Director might be referring to the 40 to 50 central banks when he says, in fact, a group of central banks is actively experimenting with the use of digital currencies. So these 40 to 50 central banks, guys, could all be xRapid partners. This is what I mean when we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. There are great things going on behind the scenes. It's things like this. It's things like this that show there are great things going on behind the scenes, and because of NDAs and not wanting to explode the price, they're keeping it quiet. So guys, I don't know about you. I honestly believe that these 40 to 50 central banks, I believe they are trialing xRapid. I truly believe it. But it's just not announced for obvious reasons. It would make the price go ballistic, and that would not be appeasing to the central banks who want to get in and load up on it before they make that announcement. So thank you guys for tuning this video. There are always great things going on behind the scenes. Remember, even if there's no news is good news, because there's good things going on behind the scenes that we don't know. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Check the link in the description if you do want to pick yourself up a Ledger Nano S or get some crypto merchandise. So thank you guys for watching this video. There are always great things going on behind the scenes, but there's something called an NDA, and that's why we don't know about it. So thank you guys for tuning in this video. This is seriously exciting information to me, and I will see you guys in the next one.